Hey, it's Kiana LaKay. Welcome to my channel. So, it's some stuff going on in my life right now that I feel like made a perfect YouTube video. So, if you know me or if you follow me on social media, you know that I'm a realtor now. I became a realtor a month and a half ago. I wanted to be a real estate agent for a long time now. I finally took the test, passed the test, whatever. Got a job, started going in the field. But there's a lot that I did not know prior to becoming a realtor. Like, I knew the basics, which is like, you know, stuff everybody knows, stuff that's like common knowledge or whatever. But there's little things that you would not know until the little hidden keys that you would not know until you actually stepped out in that field. And so nobody told me about these things, so now I want to go ahead and tell you about them so you're not in the same position I am. I mean, honestly, nothing's really wrong, but let me just get into it. So like I said, I've been a realtor for about a month and a half now. If you don't follow my real estate Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and put that on the screen. Please go ahead and follow me. I post like quotes, I just post relative market stuff, exactly dating the market. If you're trying to buy a house, if you're just interested in real estate, follow me as well. Unfortunately, I have not sold a house yet. I don't know if that's normal or if I'm moving at a slower pace. I really don't know. I don't compare myself to other realtors or other people's success, so I would not know. I just know, I feel in my heart that I'm gonna sell a house soon. I just feel it, like I have a feeling, because I feel like I've been more into it. I've been more of a go-getter now than when I first started. It's usual for when you start a new profession, if you aren't succeeding how you thought you were, you feel discouraged or whatever. So of course I did feel discouraged by not selling a house, but I know my time's coming. But there's things that I did not know that I wish I would have known. I mean, it probably wouldn't have made me choose a different field because I love real estate, it's what I want to do. But I just would have liked to have more knowledge on it prior to taking this big jump into a full-time position. So, you know, you can do real estate part-time or full-time. I decided to do real estate full-time because a 9-to-5 ain't it. Like, I don't want to work a 9-to-5. I'm not knocking anybody's 9-to-5 at all, because my parents and my grandparents have became very successful from working their 9-to-5 jobs. So I don't knock a 9-to-5 at all. It's just not for me. I decided to do real estate full-time, which is a leap. I'm going to say if you are not financially stable or you don't have parents or family members that make sure you're financially good, I would not say start real estate full-time as a beginner. Try to do it part-time. So I was working for unemployment. That literally ended as I was looking for a job for real estate. So I felt like it was a sign for me to just do real estate full-time. The reason why I wanted to do it full-time is because it's what I wanted to do for years, literally for years, to devote a lot of time to real estate to be a very successful realtor. Like, you need to attend webinars, you need to attend meetings. I don't like to do cold calling or door knocking. Some people, it fits their personality and they're successful at that. So you need time to, like, you know, do the cold calling, go knock on doors and stuff like that. That's just not me. I prefer to use social media. So I prefer to use like TikTok. I posted one TikTok and I posted it as a reel on Instagram, and it actually got, I'm gonna say a lot, but it got a very decent amount of views. And I started getting followers on TikTok from it and stuff like that. I'll post my TikTok underneath the description box. But you need to have time to do stuff. There's certain times of the day where I literally the other day got a call. They wanted to view a house at like 8 in the morning. If I had a job, you know, I really couldn't do that. I really couldn't go show them that house at 8 in the morning. If you want to work a 9-to-5 and then you get off, personally, I don't like showing houses at night just because of safety hazard. And I'm a girl. Safety hazard, your girl isn't going to show a house when the sun sets down. I'm just not. So I prefer to do my stuff during the day, which if I had a job, I couldn't do it during the day. You need basically to devote your all In order to be successful, you're gonna have to devote your all to real estate. You never know everything. There's always something to learn. My posture is terrible. There's always something you can learn. So I'm always looking at the webinars, always meetings, always. I follow Kiana Watson and Kiera. I don't know if it's Kiera or Kiera the realtor. They're my favorite realtors ever. They both live in Atlanta, Georgia. You're not moving to Atlanta. Alright, so let me get into the first hidden key that I wish I would have known about real estate. Financial investment. So like I said, if you aren't financially stable or you don't have a financially stable family, don't do real estate full time. Just because you're not making any money unless you sell a house. So like if you don't sell a house within 3 months, you don't have a paycheck for 3 months. Like there is some brokerages, well, not really. The only person I know of is Kiana Watson, Watson Realty. They have a salary plus like, you know, the commission made from houses, but I don't really know a lot of brokerages besides her who also pay you salary. So like I said, if you don't sell a house, you don't make any money. So there's no income. If you know you want to be a realtor full time, make sure that you are saving up before you make that commitment. You can live your lifestyle. You're not just broke. I was trying to say in a nice way, make sure you're not broke. Because nobody wants to be broke, of course. I always knew that realtor and real estate agent were two different things, but I didn't know that they were two different payments as well. When you're a real estate agent, you go to a brokerage, you pay any fees the brokerages requires. So like my fee is only a one-time payment of $183. I didn't have any like desk fees or anything like that. It was just that one. For me to hang my license there is $183. But when you're a real estate agent, you don't have access to the MLS. And to be successful, you need access to the MLS. You have to join a board of realtors. I joined my brokerage, and then I lasted, I think, 2 weeks, and then I was like, okay, yeah, no, I need to be a realtor, I need to join the board. So I thought joining the board was free. I thought you just like have to go find a board you're interested in joining, and it was free to become a realtor. And I was wrong. So I joined ORA, which is the Orlando Regional Realtor Association. At Thanksgiving, where it's the kiddie table and adult table. Real estate agents are at the kiddie table, realtors are at the adult table. And they're held to a higher standard. They have to follow the code of ethics. They're just more professional, more like respectable. They just their name hold more weight, basically, what I'm trying to say. I joined the ORA, and I had to pay. I paid like $1,300 to join the board. So like think about it. I had to pay $183 to join my brokerage, $1,300 to join the board. I have to pay for a super key. I think that was like $50 up front or $83 up front, and then like $18 a month, something like that. And a super key is basically, it's an app on your phone you use to basically, not every house has the combination lock for you to enter it to show a house. Some of them have a super key, so it's like an electronic lock box basically. So you unlock it using your phone, but you need to have the membership description for that. So yeah, I had those 3 things, and what else did I pay for? I paid something else, I don't remember, but that's a good $2,000 right there, and I haven't even made any profit back from it. So like, you have to be willing to invest in yourself, which is anything you do. I haven't made a profit yet. I haven't sold one house yet. I've had multiple showings. That's one thing. I have multiple clients. I personally use, what's the app called? I don't know if it's Opcity or Opcity. I just said the same thing twice. Opcity is a great app. It gives you leads every day. That can be kind of discouraging, knowing that you're continuously putting money out and you haven't made anything back. So that was upfront. That's what I had to pay upfront. So, you know, I paid that in March. Here we are now in May. And I got an email saying that in like 5 days now, I have to pay $475 to renew my MLS. Now, mind you, I just got my MLS in March, and I paid 13 something for it. Now here it is, May, and I have to renew it, because I guess it renews every May. So nobody told me that. Like, nobody told me about all of these fees, so I'm telling y'all so y'all don't be looking stupid in the face like me. Yeah, it's kind of hard, kind of difficult, but you know, it's all gonna work out in the end. Second key is feeling discouraged. So like I said, personally, I opened my mouth too wide, I felt like. Personally, I have never been one to like compare myself to others. So like, it is easy to get discouraged. Like, when you follow all these other realtors from different places or whatever, and you see they're making sales, whatever, everybody had to start somewhere. Like, everybody started in your position at one point. So I'm not gonna lie, my first month, I was basically waiting for it to come to me. I was trying to rely more on referrals, like, cause I know a lot of people. I know some very rich people, some very, like, you know, I just know a lot of people. So I was relying on them to, like, you know, refer me to this person, refer me to that person. I just feel like I definitely could have went out more my first month. Like, I could have made myself more prominent. Like I said, I only have that one TikTok and that one reel. I need to post more. So I was gonna post last week, whatever, but my hair wasn't done. And like, my image is very important to me. Like, when I go to my showing, I like to dress up. I like to, like, you know, beauty does play a part in my image as a realtor. Like, I like to be dressed up, makeup, stuff like that. So I'm not gonna make videos but I don't feel like I'm up to par. Use social media. I cannot tell you enough. Use social media. TikTok, you guys know TikTok is like taking over the world right now. Utilize TikTok. Like, whether it's you just recording the houses, make sure that you use, like, when you go to TikTok and you record a video and you try to pick a sound for the video, it has like the hottest tracks on TikTok. Use them songs, because people are constantly looking up those songs. So using those songs is gonna, like, people are gonna see your video on that song profile. Use Facebook, use Instagram. Like, social media is where it's at right now. Like I said, I don't do the cold calling, door knocking. That's not me personally. When I get cold called, people call me, I hang up. Personally, I know I hang up, so why would I cold call? If I'm home and somewhere and a person comes to my door and knocks, looking through the peephole and I'm not answering the door. So like, that's how I am. So I'm not gonna put myself in that position to be that annoying person on the other end. But you know, that works for me. Whatever works for you, whatever you feel like works best for you, use it. Business cards, so my business cards, my company, they give you temporary business cards, like a stack of them. Spelled my name wrong on the business card. So they spelled my name right in the email, under it. But in big bold letters, it spells my name without the N. I mean, without two N's, it has one N. Put them places, put them like the nail salon you go to, your hair salon you go to, like your wax lady, like wherever you go, wherever you feel like it's gonna draw attention, put them. Go to stores and ask, can I put this up there? Can I put this, like, you know, make sure that you're branding yourself, that you're getting yourself out there, because nobody knows you're a realtor unless you put it out there that you are a realtor. So like, family, friends. Personally, if any family or a friend that I know buys a house from somebody and it's not me, we have issues. Like, I've told people that I'm not talking to them anymore in life if they buy a house through somebody else, because I feel like, why would you do that? Also, rent out places, doing like be a realtor, like you can rent houses, rent apartments or whatever. You really don't make a lot of money through rentals, like, at all. But the reason I got into real estate is because I actually do care about people. Like, you know, making these long lasting relationships, helping them. Buying a house is a big milestone. Like, that's something huge in life. So just being a part of that, being able to help people get to that. Like, you know, people come to me, their credit isn't good, like lenders aren't doing this, and lenders aren't accepting them or whatever. I've tried to, like, you know, help them and guide them through the process, because it isn't an easy process, especially in this market. Let me tell you about this market. I'm trying to buy a house right now. Let me tell you, make sure you got some money. Make sure you have some money, because the market is crazy right now. People are offering thousands of dollars over the listing price. For example, let's say a house is like $300,000. You offering below that, most likely in this market right now, you're not going to get the offer accepted, just because people are offering like $310,000, $320,000. They're offering more than the listing price because they want that house. In this market, houses are not staying long. Houses are going above listing price. Like, just make sure your funds are in order. But don't be in a rush either. The right time to buy a house is when you are financially stable, when you feel it's right to. So don't try to rush and stuff like that. And also why I chose real estate is because personally, I want, like I said, 9 to 5 isn't for me. I want to be my own boss. Like, you know, I do have a broker that's over me, but like, I get to decide when I want to do real estate, when I don't. I want to do it all the time, but like, you know, I want to go on vacation. I don't have to put in time off or just hope I get the time off. Like, literally, I'm just not gonna go to work that day. So it's like the flexibility and stuff like that, being able to manage my own time, be my own boss, my own CEO. That's what I was mostly interested in. Another hidden key. Time equals money. Like, to be a realtor, be a successful realtor, you have to devote the time. Like, it's not gonna fall in your lap. That was my biggest mistake at first, was just wishing, like, we're just hoping, like, okay, I'm gonna get referrals, people are gonna refer me, blah, blah, blah. But like, you have to go out there and grind. You have to do social media. If you're gonna use social media, you have to post every day, be consistent, like, go out, tell people I'm a realtor. Like, you have to put in the time. It's not gonna just come to you. Hidden key number 3 is that you're going to have to be annoying. It sounds terrible, but like, you're gonna have to annoy people. You have to consistently call, like, just because they're not gonna stay. Some people are, but some of my clients do not stay on top of it. Like, they just don't. You have to call them every day, text them every day, email, whatever you have to do, just to keep it on their mind. Because if they're not looking to move like ASAP, like if they're trying to move like 3 to 6 months from now, if they're not gonna like be like on top of everything, they're not gonna be up to speed. So you have to continue to talk to them, continue to check in on them, ask for any updates. Have they talked to their lender? Have they done what the lender said? Like, you know, just stay on top of them. Be annoying. Be a bug. And relationships. Relationships are key in real estate. Like, that's basically what your job is, building relationships. Mother's Day came. I texted my client, Happy Mother's Day. I got some back. I have no Chit. I have no child. But you know what? It's okay. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I got messages back that were like, oh my god, like, thank you for reaching out. Whatever. Like, just little things means a lot. If they have children, look at properties that are in good school zones. Like, it's just little things, paying attention to what they say and like bring it up later. They like coffee. They come to all the showings with coffee. Bring them a Starbucks gift card at the closing. Like, just little things to just build relationships so that they'll refer you to the people they know. They're looking for houses. So let me tell you something else. Personal branding or whatever. I'm professional, but there's my personal page and there's my business page. They aren't the same. My keys page is all real estate. You're never going to see me posting a selfie unless it's me going to a showing. I'm not just going to be posting stuff in my bikini. Like, it's not for that. That's what my personal page is for. So when you go on my personal page, you're not always going to see real estate stuff. You're going to see me on the boat with my friends. You're going to see me out with my friends with my personal page. Two separate things. I feel like my family, they don't get that. They think that it's the old times still. We're like, you know, you can't be on your personal page doing this because people are going to see. Like, times have changed. Like, they have a life too. Their life outside of our business relationship is none of my business, none of my concern. I'm minding my business. My life outside of keys, me being a realtor, is my business. Like, it's not. Times have changed now. If everything's not as strict as it used to be, and then I feel like I myself, I'm not going to put on a front to attract the business. Or like, if I can't be myself, I don't want the business. Like, I like I said, the relationship of it. Like, my social media presence is gonna be me and my true self. It's gonna be who I really am. Like, on my social media page, like, I have a highlight called Realtor Bag. It's because, like I said, I have to dress up. So they're gonna see in that whole highlight is me going to showings, me looking cute, me dressing up to go to showings. Like, that's me. I'm gonna be the doll glammed up. Like, you know, that's me. Make sure you're staying true to yourself. I cannot preach that enough. Like, my page tells a story. It's gonna tell a story. Like, you're gonna see me starting from now. You're gonna see that, you know, I don't have that much of business. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But like when I start selling the houses and start selling $1 million houses, you're gonna see where I started from. So my page is all about real estate, but it's also my journey, my personal journey, my personal self. I'm taking you really from the finish, and from the start to the finish. I'm keep them engaged in my life as well. And they're gonna see me going to webinars. They're gonna see me going to meetings, like not just selling houses. You're gonna see all the behind the scenes stuff too. So like, I do have to, you know, I spend hours looking for properties. You're gonna see that. I'm gonna post a video like looking for properties, like a boomerang or whatever. You're gonna just see every aspect of my real estate from start to finish, from day to day. I feel like that's what draws the people. I've been asked by multiple people, when are you gonna go ahead and make a real estate video for your YouTube? Like, I haven't done it yet. I feel like it's kind of weird for me like to walk around with a video camera or whatever. So maybe like when I have I remember in like my next showing, I'll bring a friend with me so they can record, like, you know, me at least, or, you know. But so yeah, I think that incorporating like your real true self into your page is definitely ideal, is definitely key. And also sharing failures, like right now. So just told you I haven't sold a house yet. It's been almost 2 months. Not everything is gonna be peaches and cream. Like, people like to put on a forefront, put on a fake face, social media, like everything's perfect. It's like, no, you're going to see when I fail. You're going to see my offers don't get accepted. I sent an offer, it didn't get accepted. Like, you're going to see all the behind the scenes on my keys page. You're not gonna see it on my Kiana LeKay page. You're gonna see it on my keys page. So that's what me as a realtor, like I said, I'm not following anybody else's footsteps. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm gonna show you my true, authentic journey of me being a realtor. Y'all fam, you know, YouTube, y'all fam too. Like, you know, like, I've always been what you see is what you get. If you're interested in that, go ahead and follow my keys page on Instagram. I am going to start incorporating it into YouTube as well. I'm going to have like a keys segment on here. Hidden key number 4. So I feel like people think of real estate as like a dream job, or like, that was me. I thought it was peaches and cream. Like, you just sell houses. I didn't know all the back end. People just think of real estate, when they think of real estate, they think of it as you start working, you find somebody who wants to buy a house, go under contract, the house is sold. That's it. You can do it all over again. That's not it. There's a whole bunch that goes into real estate that you don't know. Finding lenders that will get your client pre-qualified, that will get your client pre-approved. If your client doesn't have that good credit, you have to find a lender that will work with your client. Like, you have to find a lender that will either mentor your client and tell them what they need to do to like get their credit up to where they need to, so they can get pre-approved. And then it's finding perfect properties. Like, I just sent a client 16 properties yesterday. 16 properties. I'm praying to God they don't want to view all those 16 properties. But if they do, then I have to show them 16 properties. Ups and downs, not everything's gonna be perfect. Running late, it's getting stood up. I got stood up. I literally had a client who wanted to view this house that was an hour away from me. An hour away from me. I woke up the next morning, drove an hour away, got there like 15 minutes early. I always get there 15 minutes early. Walked through the house first, then it came 10 o'clock. Nothing. We gave her like a 10-minute grace period. So I texted her, I was like, hey, like, are you on the way? Like, what's your ETA? Nothing. Gave her like another 3 minutes, called her, she sent me the voicemail. So like, yeah, everything isn't perfect. I got stood up. It's you it's a client finding a perfect property, but they aren't pre-approved yet. They go and get pre-approved. By the time they're done, the property's gone. The property's off the market, because they need to, if you try to buy a house, make sure the first step you take is getting pre-approved, because the market's crazy. The market is psycho. You're not like, there's no time to waste. There's no time for waiting. There's no time for anything. Get pre-approved, then find you an agent. Like, I'm not saying you have to do it that way, but before you reach out to an agent, make sure you're at least already in the pre-approval process, because there's some agents who do not show you any properties if you're not pre-approved, because it's a waste of time. Like, I'm sorry, it sounds bad, but it is a waste of time. I have done it for clients because, you know, I'm new. I'm like, whatever. But I mean, I haven't sold a house yet, you see? Like, you know, It's you offering a listing price, but somebody offered above listing price. So you still don't get the property because people are paying more than you. They asked for $300,000. You offered $300,000. Somebody else offered $305,000. Like, it's just a lot. So everything isn't peaches and cream. I get my peaches out of Georgia. Everything just isn't. It isn't all popsicles and lollipops. Just like you're an entrepreneur for any other field, you have to invest in yourself. So my best advice for anybody trying to become a realtor full time is to just save money before you do it. Like, make sure you have enough to make sure that you are straight in life until you sell a house. Just make sure that. Make sure that you're dedicated. Make sure that you have a strong work ethic, because basically whatever you put out, whatever you put in, what you're going to get out. So if you're being lazy, you aren't like marketing yourself, you aren't utilizing your resources or anything like that, you're not going to make a sale. It's a saying that like only 2 out of 10 people that do real estate will be successful. Like, you want to be that 2, you want to be the 8. Like, you have to want it for yourself. Let me tell y'all this. I am not a people person. Like, I am, but like talking to people, it just kind of like ugh. But like literally with real estate, I love talking to my clients. Like, when I went to my first showing, I was just like nervous because I don't like talking to people. But it just all came like easy. Like, when you know what you're talking about and you love what you do, it's gonna come easy. Make sure before you go to showing that you research these houses, because clients definitely ask weird questions. Like, they're gonna ask how many square feet, and like, you don't have to like know it off the top of your head. It's good for you to know it, but if you want to carry like an iPad and just like have the MLS pulled up and you be like, oh, it's like this many square feet, like, but don't be like, let me look for you 1 minute and like go looking for it. Have it already available. But better to just know it off the top of your head. Before you walk into the house, read it. This house is this many square feet. It was built in this year. Like, just know what you're talking about. Because if you walk into a house and you're like, you don't know about the house, how are you gonna make them want to buy it? I'm very, very big on manifestation. I know that I'm going to be selling $1 million houses. I'm going to be very successful. I'm going to sell houses left and right. It just takes time to get there. I've only, like I said, only been a month and a half in. I'm going to get there. I'm not stressing about it because I know I'm going to get there. Yeah, that's it for this video. This is like the first real estate video that I've had on my page. So yeah, like, if you guys, because y'all fam. So like I said, if anybody I know buys or sells a house with any other realtor, we got issues. That go for y'all too. That go for y'all too. If you know somebody, you or somebody you know, trying to buy some house in Florida, refer me. Refer me. Well, I'll be in Georgia later on, so then, in Georgia too. Refer me. But that's the end of my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all next week.